Hi guys, this is the Anarchist. Here's a new video. It's my ban list prediction video. Now this one is gonna be just it's gonna be a cross between gut feelings and what I think should happen and what I think will. I'll probably just go on and ramble on a bit. But yeah, please comment, like, subscribe by the way, and comment down below if what you think's gonna happen. Nothing like random that's obviously not like Chaos Emperor Dragon back to 3 or something. But yeah, just comment down below what you think will happen, and probably end up having like discussions about should it happen, would this be a better version, sort of thing. But I've been thinking about this, and what I think will happen is, of the new set, nothing's going to get hit. Shadows, Satella Knights, they won't get hit because Konami's not stupid, they want to make money. However, I think stuff, the Mathematician, for example, which has been seeing a lot more play now, I think it could get hit. I hope it doesn't. A, because I have two, but I hope it doesn't, because Armageddon Knight should get hit, because I think more Armageddon Knight is more likely to get hit than Mathematician, because it is from an older set, so it's not making them money, and Konami is still selling Dragons of Legend packs. But I think the Mathematician, if they're going to drop it down to 1, Mathematician, in my opinion, is so much better than Armageddon Knight, because you can dump anything. But if they get rid of Mathematician, that's going to hurt a few decks, because it's something that any deck can use. So I really hope that doesn't happen, because I don't think it'd be too healthy for the game. Yes, it's a useful card, it's toolboxy and stuff, but I don't think they'll hit it because it's just not that overpowering. But for something that I think will come off the ban list, I have a feeling that for Satella Knights, because in the OCG they're like amazing, and before you go, oh no, we haven't got the same ban list as OCG, they don't affect us, they will affect us, because Satella Knights in the OCG have Shotmaster or whatever, I think it's 3 actually, or 2 or 3 or something, but because they have Shotmaster full stop, Satella Knights are really good. So I think Shotmaster will come back to 1, just to promote sales of the Satella Knights, because they're still bringing out new support for them, they're still pumping out new things for it, and the Shotmaster is pretty much the whole reason they're good in the OCG, because he's really good. So they're either going to release a pseudo Shotmaster, like not quite as good version, which I highly doubt, or they're going to bring him back to 1. And bringing him back to 1 I don't think would be that overpowering for the game, because yes, you get the 3-turn thing, but think about it, it's only Satella Knights that can use it, and Satella Knights themselves are already highly played and stuff, and it would also, it's just about the same as having if it's at 1, they're only going to get 1 use of it, they aren't going to be able to recycle it as easy. So it's basically the same as Midrash or Winder, the Shadow one. If you say, oh, you can't bring back Shotmaster because it stops your opponent playing Yugioh, well, so does so many other cards that are currently in the game. Kaiser Colosseum then should be banned. So should Vanity's Emptiness, which I'll get onto in a minute. So should Winder, which I find it weird to say that name now. But yeah, it's just a one of those things. On to Vanity's Emptiness, a lot of people are saying that that's going to get a reprint, but it may get hit. I think I don't really understand the fuss with Vanity's Emptiness, because I know it stops them special summoning until full stop, but people have got it stupidly priced and people are complaining they can't afford it. Well, has everybody forgotten about And the Band Played On? You have that on the field. It's the same as Vanity's Emptiness, pretty much, because it means they can only have 1 level 4 out there. So you play And the Band Played On with Satella Knights, and they can't do anything. Their entire deck is level 4. So they cry. So you can just play that. I would actually play that if I was having trouble with decks that suddenly summoned a load all the same level for Xyz stuff. But you can also chain it better. You can also chain it better than what do you call it? Than Vanity's Emptiness, because whereas Vanity's Emptiness they play Soul Charge, then you flip it. They can play Soul Charge, target, pay the 5,000. You can flip your one, and they only get one monster. Yes, it's not quite as good as Vanity's Emptiness. I can understand that, but I'm just gonna Google the effect now. But give me a second. I can't type and talk. God, typing and talking is hard. But I can't type either. But it's just a. And the band played on. Everybody, when it first came out, was like, "Oh God, this is a not quite as good Vanity's Emptiness," and people were like, "Wow, it's amazing. It's going to be really good," and then was never heard of again. They even gave it a ultra rare reprint, and still nobody played it. And it says, yeah. And in my opinion, for like Satella Knights, yes, it allows them to have one monster, but it stops anything more than that as long as they have it. Its effect reads: neither player can special summon monsters with the same level as those they control. Neither player can special summon monsters with the same rank as those they control. So it doesn't even have the negative effect of when a card is sent to the graveyard, destroy this. It is literally, you have to destroy that card. So you can have one of these set in the ultra rare thing if you want to bling out your deck more. You can have one of these set, they summon their Altair or whatever it's called in the Satella one, the one that brings them back from the graveyard to make like instant rank 4s. Well, you can summon that one, flip this, they can't do anything. Or if they've summoned their XYZ and then have passed a turn, destroying all of whatever else they've done, they've summoned an XYZ and they've got but they're ready to make another one the next turn. You flip this, and they can only have that one XYZ. And as their entire deck is level 4 and rank 4 based, you've shut down their entire deck and don't have the problem of, oh, they've destroyed one of my monsters, it's gone to the grave, and my Vanity's Emptiness is destroyed. I may actually do a video on this in my Guide to Your Side thing, because it's a very good card. But yeah, Vanity's Emptiness, purely because of the price and the fact that everybody uses it in the meta, I think it may get hit semi-limited or even limited, which it may get hit, but unfortunately, because they have sort of confirmed but not confirmed the reprint in Legendary Collection 5Ds, to promote sales of that, they may not hit it and just wait until afterwards so that they've got as much money as they can before. So yeah, what else were I going to do? So now for Shadows. Shadows are a very hard deck to hit, actually, because you can't, if you're semi-limited Winder, most people are only playing 2 now. If you limited it, that would be overkill. You wouldn't really need to. Construct should have been a warrior, because then you could use certain card that I'm going to upload a video on in the future to help. But yeah, it's just one of those things. You can't really, I don't really know what you could hit them with. You can't limit Falco to 1 because most people only play 1. You could hit maybe Dragon or Beast, but I don't really see why. The Fusion, you'd end up hitting Fusion to like 2 or 1. If you hit it to 1, it'd be overkill. And unfortunately, they're not really gonna kill the Shadow deck. So if they were gonna hit it, they'd have to hit an old card that still helps them. And off the top of my head, I can't think of any old cards that really help Shadows. Comment down below if you think of any, but if you're gonna go for now older decks like that were meta before these guys came out, I'd go for, because Burning Abyss have dealt with, you can't hit Burning Abyss, because to hit Burning Abyss you have to limit, you have to either hit all of the Burning Abyss cards, or like limit tour guide and stuff, and to do that would kill the deck, and they're still promoting it and putting out stuff, so they're not going to kill the deck. So that's not going to get touched. Dante is still Dante, whatever it's pronounced. They'll probably end up that is stupidly priced. I would love one, but it's very expensive because I want to put it in Lightsworn. I still like the deck, but actually moving on to Lightsworn, if they want to hit them, which I don't see why, but I saw it on a couple of videos, people have said that you could hit it, that everybody's always going to moan at Lightsworns for having Judgment Dragon. Every single ban list one, you'll get people who will say, oh, because Lightsworns are still a deck, they should limit or semi-limit Judgment Dragon. If you do that, the entire deck is dead, and they've just released a structure deck for it, so they're unlikely to kill the deck that badly. And Lightsworns aren't even doing anything at the moment. I mean, nobody's playing Godsworn, which is probably why they're not doing anything, which I love that version. But they're not even doing anything. So if somebody actually, if Lightsworn was at every event and topping, then fair enough. But the only thing they could possibly hit in Lightsworn is Raiden, and if they hit Raiden, they shut down the deck pretty much. It's almost as bad as hitting Judgment Dragon. They could semi-limit it, would hit the deck a little bit, but it wouldn't kill it. But unfortunately, because there's such thing as Shadow Sworn, and you can splash in the engine, they're all using Raiden, because Raiden is like a card trooper for the new age sort of thing. That's how I like to think of it. But it's just got so many things, because it's level 4 tuner. It's a really good card. So the only thing they really could effectively hit is Raiden, and that's only because they can smash it into shadows. And I don't even think it's worth it, because if you hit Raiden, you just hurt so many things that want to use a Lightsworn engine, and there's no point. You'd rather hit something that's actually going to affect shadows, because as soon as you hit Raiden, they'll go, okay, we'll play pure. As soon as you hit, if you hit the pure version, then you will hurt the deck. But that's the only way. Well, Yugioh has fallen off the map, so I don't think they need to hit them anymore. Mermail, I don't really see why people aren't playing. I mean, it's still an amazing deck. It's still got loads of combos and loads of outs. It's still got how many different things you can do, but people just aren't playing it because it's gotten a bit old. I guess it's because it sort of loses the Vanity's Emptiness a little bit, but it doesn't really. But yeah, Hat, I think I've heard a lot of people moaning about the hands are still a thing, and I don't understand what they've got against the hands. The hands aren't that bad. They last ban list, they gave us a way to deal with the hands. They gave us 3-dimensional prison. So you shouldn't really complain. The hands are effectively the first version of Yang Zing, because Yang Zing have now become the new floaters, and then it went to Burning Abyss that became the new floaters. But everybody still seems to have it out for the hands because of Hat. Hat has died. Hat is dead because it was so easily hit. If they wanted to damage Hat, though, I think they shouldn't touch Moral Attack, because they've done that in the OCG. And Moral Attack, in my opinion, wasn't the problem. Sanctum is. If they limited Sanctum, the entire deck would be fine, because the only thing that made Moral Attack good was Sanctum. If you hit Moral Attack, you've just hit a card, and they'll carry on playing Sanctum, just find some other artifact in the future to play it with. But if they hit Sanctum, which is even when you haven't got Moral Attack left in your deck, it's still a live card, because if they hit it with MST, Malevolent Catastrophe, anything else, it pops a card sort of thing. So Sanctum is the major problem and should be like limited or whatever if you wanted to. But as they've fallen off the face of the earth, I don't really think they're going to. The fact that if you think about it though, there's not really much they can hit, because Hat, Yugioh, whatever else has fallen off the map since Stellar Knights and Shadows are so good. The only thing they could effectively hit to help the game is Shadows and Stellar Knights, and they're not going to because they want to make money. So the only thing they could really do now is, I don't know, preemptively hit cards to lessen the damage of Quilophs or paper clips or whatever one you call them and stuff. I know they're not called Krill-offs, they're like Cliff-offs or something else. Actually, if you know what they are actually called now, like officially, comment it, because I would like to see the spelling, because I can't spell cards or anything. But yeah, it's just, this ban list is going to be interesting, because if I was Konami, I'd hit Vanity's Emptiness if they aren't going to reprint it. If they're going to reprint it, I wouldn't hit it, because I'd want them to reprint it as like Super or something really easy to pick up, just so anybody can get it. And then I'd hit it afterwards, so that everyone goes, oh my god, it's come out as a Super, or it's a promo. That would be, if Konami wanted money quick, they would make each of those Legendary Collection 5Ds like 30, 40 or £50 each, and just have a Vanity's Emptiness in the promo set. And god, they would sell them by the dozen. Each person would buy 3 of them at 50 quid each, because they'd go, I've now got a playset of Vanity's Emptiness. And then the Vanities, you could do it in any rarity above common as well, and people would still buy it. And then you just, that would help the game so much. I would love them if they made Vanities a promo in the 5Ds thing, because it's only 20 quid that I found. But that would be epic. But, yeah. What do you think? Comment down below what you think should be hit. Sorry guys about not uploading as many videos, because college is taking up a lot of time. But yeah, like, subscribe, check out my other videos. I'll hopefully do some binder videos soon. The Anarchist.